Hello everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Game of Thrones the card game 2nd edition tournament for you. This time it's Canadian Nationals, which was held in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. On the left we have Karol-Ann playing Targaryen Banner of the Kraken, who set up Ser Jorah Mormont, Khal Drogo, and Rose Road. On the right we have Adrian, who's playing Greyjoy Lords of the Crossing. Looks like he has a Wildling Scout, a Salty Navigator, an Iron Islands Fishmonger, a Great Kraken, and an Iron Fleet Scout. And Karol-Ann just getting clarification on what all these cards do. She's just making sure she reads every card and knows what she's going into when she's deciding on her plot choices here. So make sure if you haven't already done so, you hit that subscribe button. It helps me out here, support my work, and if you want to donate to the channel, I thank you those who have. You can do so at patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table to help keep these videos coming. I've got lots more for Canadian Nationals. We got all the rounds of Swiss. I got top 8 and actually top 16 for this tournament, and I had 2 cameras for each round. Pending any SD card malfunctions, I should have 2 games per round. So both players just looking through their cards they drew back from setup and then choosing their plots here. Looks like Adrian's ready to go. Karol-Ann's still deciding here. Alright, so we have a Call in the Banners on the left on the Targaryen side, into a Noble Cause on the right. And they just drew up their cards here. So Karol-Ann, for gold, she's going to, looks like she's going first here. She is going to get 3 gold for the opponent's characters across the board from her. 3 gold from her plot and the Rose Road, so she should have 7 there, which we see. And let's see what she marshals out here. Alright, we got Asha Greyjoy in play. So we're seeing some of the fruits of bannering to the Kraken coming out here right off the bat.
That's fine.
And we got a Targaryen loyalist put into play here. So she's got Khal Drogo to start. That means she's looking to do multiple military challenges. Well, Asha Greyjoy, if she can get unopposed on those military challenges, she's going to be participating in multiple challenges, possibly 3 challenges if she's going first, or she's still there when attacking second, I guess. And we got the Beggar King attached to Khal Drogo.
Oh, what's that do again? That's one of the newer cards.
We got Adrian just reading there. My understanding is if your opponent has less gold on their plot, like printed gold, you're going to gain some extra gold. You just kneel the Beggar King attachment to gain that extra gold. And I think Karol-Ann's done marshalling, so we're over to the Greyjoys now. And he should have 5 gold from his plot. Plus, got the Lord and or Lady reduction there from Noble Cause. So just going back to that Beggar King attachment, it attaches to House Targaryen characters only. It's 1 gold. It is loyal. It's a title. Attached character gains the King trait. It's got a reaction after an opponent reveals a plot card with higher printed gold value than yours. Kneel Beggar King to gain 1 gold. 2 gold instead if no opponent controls a King character.
I kind of tear you, but not really. Right?
And it looks like we got another Iron Islands Fishmonger put into play here. So Adrian's economy coming in the form of characters. And it looks like he's pointing to his Noble Cause there. So we do have a Balon is in play.
Does he have still? Is it this one?
And yeah, you'll see Karol-Ann clearing up there that he does have stealth now from the Great Kraken, which he does gain. And we see Adrian there spends a gold on an Iron Mines, and I think he's holding a gold still.
So when he's attacking, right?
Attacking, yeah.
So I'm going to do military. Stealth.
So it looks like we're going for the Asha military, stealthing the Salty Navigator, trying to get Balon to kneel on defense. And it's going to go unopposed, so she is going to stand, just like she is meant to do.
So I'm going to do another military.
And we're going to do the same thing, second military.
Again.
It's going to go unopposed. The other Iron Islands Fishmonger bites the dust there, doing what they're meant to do, reducing the cost of characters and then dying. So already 2 unopposed power there, game by Karol-Ann. Asha going to work here.
Show what you got.
And another power challenge.
Twice a turn. Oh, no, never mind.
That would look like an unopposed power challenge, but no power to gain from the Greyjoy's house card. But Asha will stand again. No limit on her effect they're just talking about there. And is she going to do an intrigue here? Or just want to try to block the one from the Wildling Scouts? So she was looking at her hand there, deciding how valuable those cards are and what the odds are you're going to lose the ones you want to keep. So no Seastone Chair in play yet for the Greyjoys, so the target kill train hasn't started. So here we go. Intrigue challenge with Wildling Scout, blocked with Ser Jorah. He's going to gain a betrayal token for winning and renown. So Balon is 5 strength. He could be +1 from the Iron Fleet Scout since he's going second. And it looks like we have military with the Salty Navigator, which gets Asha to fully block. And we got the power challenge, and it is a +2 actually from the Lords of the Crossing, so no way to block it here. Iron Fleet Scout to back him up. So Adrian obviously focused on the power rush here.
So, do you have any action of winning?
Yeah, so I'll kneel that to draw a card.
Yes.
So he's going to draw with the Great Kraken.
And so I get 1 for an opposed,
Yes.
1 for the agenda,
Yes.
and 1 for the noun, and 1
And
for
one
the
for the Kraken.
And he just has the Lord of the Crossing unopposed, claim, and renown for power on 1 challenge. Could have been 5 if he took power from the Great Kraken. He is off to a soaring start. But the Targaryens are at 4 power, so we still have a close game here, but it is pretty crazy how on 1 challenge that Greyjoy deck can just make power come out of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
Nice, right?
Yeah. Their alt cards have gotten a lot nicer than their old ones.
Yes.
So we're just going in the second round here. Players choosing their plots. All right, we got Summer Harvest into Calling the Banners. So Summer Harvest is going to get 5 gold there
Yield the bigger king.
because it's printed 3 on Calling the Banners. But it also is X on Summer Harvest, which is lower than the printed 3. So we got Beggar King triggering there. No king on the other side, so 2 gold gained.
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Some funny ways of gaining economy in the game now.
I'll take 5.
Economy is good, so seems to work.
Draw 2.
my choice.
Not bad, but it's not wrong.
So that's free.
So it looks like Karol-Ann is going first again. She's duped up Khal-Drogo. And we see Adrian got 4 gold there off his plot effect due to the 4 characters out and play across the board. So Karol-Ann is playing with, looks like 8 gold here this round. Plus she has her Targaryen loyalists.
-1, 5.
And we have Ago in play.
Don't play Targaryen.
I believe Ago is the one that stands when there's a summer plot in play. And yeah, it is. So if there is a summer plot revealed, choose and stand a Blood Rider character, limit once per round. So it doesn't have to be him. It could be any of the Blood Riders.
For 2. Drogo's Iraq.
And Drogo's Iraq. We don't see that card much, but here it is on Khal-Drogo. So he doesn't have to kneel for his first military challenge, and I believe he is +2 strength. Yep, he is +2 strength. So another Iron Fleet Scout put in here on the Greyjoy side, so more strength to buff Balon up in that range where basically no characters can challenge him and block any unopposed.
Wow, that's a small piece of paper. Trying to save on paper here.
So Karol-Ann now has a dragon in play in Viserion, so Dracarys would be possible if she were playing fealty or saved a gold, but I don't see any gold saved there, so Adrian's not sweating yet. And we got a duped Euron Crow's Eye here. We haven't had a King's Road popped yet that I know of on the Targaryen side, so nothing to steal there. But he does have that pillage ability, so he can possibly get some locations seated in that discard pile to help his effect start paying off earlier.
Okay, so I'm going to do a military challenge for 7, 11.
So we got a military challenge here with Asha, and Khal-Drogo does kneel to attack with that attachment on him. And Asha's stealthing the Salty Navigator here. So it's going to go unopposed. Asha is going to get to stand, and Karol-Ann will take her unopposed bonus. And Balon will be chosen for claim, but he is going to be saved here with Rise of the Kraken, assuming it does not get canceled by a hand's judgment.
Okay, so +1, right?
And Balon is now got an extra strength on him just from that attachment.
Okay. Military challenge.
So we got another military challenge here again with Asha. Looks like she's alone and stealthing the Salty Navigator.
Choose to save you.
Okay.
Oh wait. Doesn't matter who. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we see Asha goes unopposed here. The Salty Navigator will be chosen for claim, but saved with Iron Mines. And you heard Adrian say there it didn't matter who he used it on, but I don't know if he just meant it can be used on anyone, but it does matter because if he chose somebody to save, he has to let his opponent know who it is, because there's a possibility it could be canceled, and then that person you've selected would die.
Nothing happened.
So looks like a power challenge here, I believe, with Asha stealthing Euron Crow's Eye. Trying to get Balon to kneel on defense here, but it's most likely not going to happen. Adrian just playing the game of sitting back, letting your opponent gain as much power as you want, because you'll know you'll just gain it quicker. But he's playing a dangerous game here. The Targaryens now are sitting at, looks like 8 power.
An intrigue challenge. 4.
And we have an intrigue challenge here with Aego. And Euron's going to block it. So Adrian's going to gain some power here for Renown on defense. And the pillage just gets a Targaryen loyalist, so no locations. Nothing else in the discard pile yet. It helps keep Adrian's hand safe here.
Intrigue challenge. So for strength 1 right now.
So intrigue challenge, as you heard Adrian say, 1 strength. It's actually lowered by Lords of the Crossing, his agenda. She could stand Aego and block. I don't think she stood him yet using his ability. She could just use Ser Jorah. Oh, no, she did stand Aego there, so he will block. She doesn't have to put a betrayal token on Ser Jorah, use him for something else. Keep him around the game a little longer.
Military challenge.
And we got a military challenge of 2 with the Salty Navigator, who could be buffed another 2 by the Ironfleet Scouts there on the back row. And it looks like Asha and Viserion will block for 6, so that prevents that. And here we go, the important challenge for Adrian, the Greyjoy player, is the Balon challenge of 5 plus 2 from the agenda, plus another 1 brings him to 8 from the attachment. Could be Ironfleet Scouts, bringing him up to 9 and 10, I believe. So no one can stop it there. So Great Kraken's going to draw a card. Unopposed bonus. We're going to claim another power off of Karol-Ann's house. And Renown for Balon. And 1 for the agenda, if you didn't grab that already. Looks like he's got 4 in his house that we can see. Plus another 3 on characters. I believe he has more in his house. I'm not sure there, but he's at least at 7 from what we see. But Karol-Ann is at 8.
The one that was promised before.
Okay, so we have a Wildfire flipped here on the Greyjoy side and a Song of Summer on the Targaryen side. As long as there's no winter plot, Song of Summer is going to give +1 to all of Karol-Ann's Targaryen and Greyjoy characters. And neutral too, I guess. All of her characters. But we're going to have to kill a few of them due to Wildfire here. So it's going to leave Asha, Khal Drogo, and Aego in play. And it looks like Euron, Balon, and the Wildling Scout are left in play on the other side. So here we go, we got a King's Road in play. Euron's smiling right now, he's licking his lips. He wants that King's Road. And Adrian can use that draw he's been getting off the Great Kraken, which is hopefully drawing him into characters that he can then use that King's Road repeatedly on, just to get more characters out on the board to help him a little more on the defense, to leave his characters up. Enough characters out there so that he can then use his all 3 challenges off his agenda there to fully maximize that and not give up so much power to Karol-Ann. So Karol-Ann realizes Euron's out there. She remembers. She decides not to use the King's Road. She's going to leave it there and make Adrian work for it. He's going to have to try to blow it away there with a an event. We do not so. And try to knock it to the discard pile.
I was like, yeah.
No.
It looks like Karol-Ann is going to sit on some money there. I think she's got 3 gold left. And all she played there was a Drogon, it looks like. And a dupe for Aego. So we have a sea tower put into play here on the Greyjoy side. It's just a reducing location.
I just don't recognize the artwork from
So Adrian deciding he wants to use Iron Fleet Scout to reduce his character instead of his sea tower there. I know there's a lot of text on Iron Fleet Scout, but I don't think it says it on there. Just busting your balls, Adrian. So we got the Priest of the Drowned God. He's going to buff himself there, give himself a power, or an extra strength, sorry. +1 strength to all Drowned God characters. And we got a Lord's Port Shipwright put into play here, who can be used to kneel a location. So it looks like he's not going to do that. I believe it is a marshalling action. So it's not going to happen this marshalling phase. Over to the Targaryens for challenges. Let's see if Asha's going to continue the Reign of Terror here and get 3 uses per turn, gaining multiple unopposed. Can't let that go forever. So here we go. Same thing as last round. We're having Khal Drogo starting off in a military challenge here with Asha. He does not kneel to attack due to the Drogo's Arak attached to him.
Yeah, military for 5, 14. No, I'm sorry, 8, 13.
So I believe 13 strength you just said there, because they are +1 from the plot. And then +2 from Drogo's Arak.
And stealthing.
So yeah, that is 13.
Yeah, stealthy asset.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I want to stealth him or if I want to let you try to oppose it.
It's unopposed.
Anyway.
So Karol-Ann's trying to decide whether to stealth Euron or not, her only target with a military icon. But Adrian just lets her know it's unopposed either way, so. So Asha's going to get to stand there. Khal Drogo's going to get a renown. Which I believe was forgotten in previous challenges.
Did you not take his
No,
renown?
I just took it now. I took it there early. I didn't take the first one because
Yeah, she just said she forgot it earlier. I totally missed that also. But yeah, she should have a couple more power on Khal Drogo, that's for sure. Could that be the power she needs to win the game? I don't know. Like if the way it's going here, if she had that 2 power, she'd be a lot closer to winning and maybe able to close out this round or next. Yeah, that would have put her at like 11 power most likely, depending on how much she missed there. So it looks like Balon's actually going to be used for defense here. 6 strength. Block the power challenge because he could not be stealthed by Asha. So Asha's not going to get away with that this turn. And Balon's actually going to pull some power on defense this time. I think Adrian's realizing how quickly Karol-Ann is gaining power here, and he can't let her keep getting so close to winning. So we got an entry challenge here with Aego. Remember, there is a summer plot in play, so he is able to use his ability to stand. And I guess stand himself. He's the only Blood Rider in play that I see. And it looks like Adrian is switching to a defensive mode here.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
He is going to use Euron to block it. And Karol-Ann's just checking the count of cards. I think she does have Dracarys in hand. She does have money and a dragon standing. She is debating how important that is. But she decides not to, and she's going to take the pillage here, which is a copy of Viserion. And Euron's going to get some power on defense. So I think Adrian is sitting at 9 power. Assuming that is 4 in that pile on his house card over there.
Of 5, 6, 7, 9.
So we have a 9 strength challenge here. I'm not sure if it's power or military. I know Asha did 1 military. I'm not sure if her second challenge was military or power. That was blocked by Balon fully, but we got Khal Drogo coming in for a 9 strength challenge here. So no defenders. And it is a power challenge, actually, so Adrian will go down a power. Karol-Ann will go up another one, unopposed, and renown. Putting her at 12 power. She would be at 14, I believe, right now if she got that other renown on Khal Drogo. Be 1 away from winning. So we got the intrigue challenge blocked by Aego, who stood himself, and then a power challenge here for 3, going unopposed. I'm not sure if he grabbed his... Oh, he's doing his great Kraken here.
Or what?
After an unopposed challenge, draw a card.
So he's going to draw this time, actually. Still drawing with the great Kraken, using it as a draw engine completely. Deciding not to go for the power rush on it yet.
Yeah, I took 1. You took 1 off your house, yeah. So, yeah.
And dominance goes to Targaryen, so they get that power back that just lost on that power challenge. So 12 power for the Targaryens. And I believe we are at 9, 10. 10, I believe, for the Greyjoys. I think there's 5 on his house right now, 5 on his characters. So 12 to 10. We got a close game here, though. If Karol-Ann goes first, Adrian's going to have to play defensive, and he does not want to play defensive. He needs to go hard, I believe, going first.
When I gain power from an unopposed challenge, I gain 2.
And use Balon to try to close it out. So he is using this Greyjoy plot there. I forget the exact name. It's not Rise of the Kraken. I forget what it's called off the top of my head. But Training with Matoshi played on the other side. But his plot is a 2-8-2. You play that, usually go first. Closer plot. You're going to get an extra power for unopposed challenges. So it looks like he did choose to go first this time. He needs to go first. He's got Armed Fleet Scouts to back him up to make sure he wins challenges. He's got Renown on 2 of his characters. He's got extra power gain, which he's going to definitely use it to gain power this time off Great Kraken, I believe. Try to close it out. So he's got his own King's Road put into play here. He's going to try to probably put out as many characters as possible. Probably use that Wildling Scout to help give some stealth out, to make sure he pushes challenges through, possibly unopposed. Let's see if he can close it out this turn here. All depends what Karol-Ann plays. All right, so we have Asha on the other side now. More stealth. But we do have Asha across the board, who maybe can block an unopposed, but only when Balon is not participating. She gets some milk with a poppy slapped on her. So we got a Lord's Port shipwright and put into play here. Which I think, yeah, he's probably going to kneel here to use him to kneel the King's Road. Try to choke out his opponent a little bit. So he just played it. He's given his opponent the courtesy to pop that King's Road if they want to. Because if not, he is going to kneel it out here. Let's see what happens. And she didn't want to pop it, so it's going to get nilled.
No, I don't want to use it. I'm going to give it to you. All right. I am not giving it to you.
And she doesn't want to give it to Euron, so she is okay with it staying in play, actually. She's going to get quite a bit of gold here from her plot, though. 10 gold plus the Rose Road. So 11 to play with. Is it going to be enough to hold Adrian off here? Is it going to be enough? Maybe she can hold him off just enough so that she can close it out here. And we got the alt art Daenerys Targaryen in play, so it's going to help minus some strength on the opponent's side of the board. Something else she can possibly kneel for Dracarys. And Dany actually is gaining renown off Drogon in play right now, so that's another renown for the Targaryen side. So That is another way she could possibly get to that win. This is a tight game here. Karol-Ann just has to weather the Greyjoy storm here of the Lords of the Crossing flavor that's just going to throw a big power challenge at you, most likely. You just got to make sure the other challenges don't squeak through enough power, and that that power challenge doesn't gain too much power. But we got a fishing net put on Euron Crow's Eye? Why would you not put that on Balon, I guess? Oh, no, wait, sorry. That's the one that they can't defend, right? Not Craven. Craven's the attack. That's the defend. So, yeah, actually, it makes sense putting it on Euron. You don't want him used just to gain renown on the defense. That totally makes sense.
Sack him to give him stealth.
So the Wildling Scout's sack to give Euron stealth. It's going to force him to attack anyway. Since he's not going to be saved for defense, why bother with a fishing net on him?
He gives her renown.
So we got an intrigue challenge here with Euron. Stealthing Dany. Just checking to make sure she didn't have stealth gain from a dragon. But Viserion is in the discard pile. You see him there. And I believe he hit the dead pile earlier. So it's an intrigue challenge for 6. Plus, could be another +4 from those Ironfleet scouts. Dany's been stealth, so Aego could participate. But there is no summer plot showing, so Aego won't get to stand. And then Dany, if she's left standing, which obviously she will be, it's actually going to -1 strength, so Euron technically is only 5 right now. So she's probably put a halt on it because she now has to think about these Dracarys you know she has in her hand. Whether she needs Drogo standing, whether she needs Dany standing. When should she use the Dracarys? She probably in her mind wants to use it for Balon to help reduce his strength, possibly defend. But if Balon's just going to end up stealthing anyone who can oppose him anyway, on top of Asha being involved, there might be no point to save Dracarys for that turn. Unless she has double Dracarys, then ladies and gentlemen, we can have a fun little challenge phase here. So we do have enough gold and Dany and a dragon, so she's gonna have to lose some cards here on the intrigue challenge. So this could ruin those plans. If she has those Dracarys, she could lose one right here. So the unopposed was blocked by Aego. We have a Pyromancer's grabbed on the intrigue claim. So renown game. Khal Drogo goes for pillage. So no locations for Euron to grab, but he's doing a good job there, gaining some power. So I think we have the Greyjoys at 11 power right now. I think he should have claimed 2 cards, actually, from that plot. And you see Karol-Ann move the gold there just to check that claim that was blocked by the gold token. But she's not going to mention that he should have took 2 cards. Why bother? He didn't remember. And if she's holding true Dracarys as her last 2 cards, she's a very happy woman right now. She's not going to keep her mouth shut. So we have Asha on a challenge here. Most likely with military. Oh yeah, and Euron was minus another 1 from the agenda on that challenge. So Asha's not going to be affected by any strength modifiers yet. Oh no, actually Ironfleet Scouts were used. So she is an 8, -1 from Dany. She's a 7.
No, he's at 5 in intrigue.
Why 5? No.
Because he's strength 6.
Well, that's not your first challenge of the turn.
Oh, he's at 4, yeah. He's still a 4 as well.
Yeah, but that changes a lot of things for me.
Oh, so I see what's happened here. Euron was actually at a 4. Okay. Karol-Ann didn't realize that. Adrian didn't think it makes a difference because Aego was a 4, so he won anyway. But she is now realizing he was a 4, and she could have burnt him away with Dracarys. That's why she didn't say it out loud that that's what it was, but she said it would have changed things completely. She could have burned him away right through his dupes, got rid of that power, set Adrian back there. So she might have missed her opportunity there, and she wouldn't have taken the intrigue claim. So those Iron Fleet scouts used on Asha definitely to get her out of burn range here. They're great anti-targ tech, that's for sure. So I don't know, seeing that go by where she could have used her Dracarys there on Euron, I don't know if that would have changed things. We'll see how this finishes out here, but I mean, she did see the board, she knew the strength. Maybe she didn't know the strength, like she had her own Danny out, maybe she forgot the agenda, maybe Adrian didn't say it right. But she did take the time to think and decided not to bother with the Dracarys, but at the time I guess she didn't realize it would have actually killed him.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna play Dracarys.
So here we go, we got a Dracarys.
I could have killed him.
Yeah, I know.
Dracarys, and I didn't.
That would have been a big mistake on my part too. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
So Dracarys on her.
Yeah, so she's just admitted she would have used it on Euron there, she wishes.
At the end of the challenge, and then at the end of the challenge, she's gonna die.
Yeah.
So it's on Asha. It's going to kill Asha at the end of the challenge because the Iron Fleet scouts will wear off.
She's gonna die at the end of the
So she's minus 4, and if she hits 0, she will die.
So she's at 3 now. I'm gonna defend with her.
So we got to block the unopposed here. Asha's going to die. She wouldn't die till the end, till it's all resolved. I'm not sure. Oh, actually, Asha would be 3 because she's minus from Daenerys. So Asha on the Targaryen side actually fully blocks it, I believe, with that Dracarys. So fully defended challenge. I'm not sure if it's military or power here, but most likely a military. And here comes the power challenge with Balon stealthing Khal Drogo. And that's it, yeah. He's going to close it out with the 2 claim bonus off the plot. Plus Great Kraken, go for power, plus renown. Karol-Ann just shakes hands and gives up. Yeah, too bad she missed that Dracarys there. Kind of missed there. That's too bad. But yeah, thanks guys for playing under the camera. Thank you everyone for supporting the channel and watching the channel. Hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate all the supporters on patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. You guys are all awesome. We got more videos coming up from Canadian Nationals, so stay tuned to the channel. And we'll see you guys in the next video.